Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. As deliver live for sports picks for the games beginning here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us today. All right, with us is Brian Bitler. We got Al Ninos. We got Francis with us, Jovan, Burts, and Jay Briggs. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. We got Bitler, Briggs, Francis, Burts, Ninos, and I will close this one out. All right, good card tonight from NBA. Got the NFL as well for you. Lots of college basketball here, wall-to-wall coverage. Big card from NHL. Let's get this show underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs, where he's been doing fantastic work over there. Let's bring him in right now. I think we're ready to bring in Brian. Brian, what's happening?
Hi, Tony T. Glad to be here on today's Monday, right? What a fantastic weekend. Love the sports action going into Thanksgiving. Hopefully we can keep the momentum running tonight with some college hoops action.
That's right. Let's keep the momentum running. Indeed, a college hoops action. You're going to be looking at this one tonight at 8:30 Eastern Time. St. Joseph's here to face Georgia. Georgia laying 3, total 140.5.
Yeah, for me, I'm going with one of my favorite college basketball teams in Philadelphia, the St. Joe's Hawks. Both teams come in riding win streaks of 2 games. St. Joe's knocking off Albany and Lafayette. But they got trounced by maybe the best team in college basketball, the Houston Cougars. Georgia Bulldogs come in with wins over Miami, Ohio, and Bucknell. Definitely a game that we're going to see the best effort here from the Hawks, as they don't get many shots versus SEC teams. Georgia might be one of the worst spread-covered team in college basketball. They're 0-4 ATS this year, and Bulldogs 7-20 over the last 27 games overall. Bulldogs also 3-7, last 10 on a neutral site, and they're 0-4 last 4 Monday games. I'm going to take the St. Joe's Hawks plus the points. I think they're going to win it outright, but I like to play things safe. I'm going to take the points here at St. Joe's.
All right, so take the points here with St. Joseph's here against on a neutral court. By the way, this is one of those tournaments on CBS Sports Network. St. Joseph's here +3 here against this Georgia team that's had their struggles in past seasons. As you know, they do get beat by Wake Forest. It's a team that's really struggled shooting the basketball, just 29% from 3, only 47% from 2, and a lot of turnovers here. 335th in the nation in turning the ball over.
And turning the ball over is a sure way to lose covers. Is that and missing free throws. And definitely it's tough for me to take St. Joe's, over the last couple of years without Phil Martelli there. I remember when he was coaching them. I love St. Joe's, but, just something about the underdog going against an SEC team. And Georgia's just horrible cover team. So I think St. Joe's gets it done tonight.
All right, we got Brian here, St. Joseph's +3 against Georgia. This one will have a start time, 8:30 Eastern Time, CBS Sports Network. All right, Brian, let's go over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. As we said, he's been doing fantastic work over at Pick Dogs, and we mean it here. Look at this, 1,965 units of profit. Has hit the 2022 leaderboard as well for this year, showing great profit for 2022. Profit the last 30 days. Last 7 days has been on fire, coming off a winning day yesterday. And let me tell you the sports he's winning at this year. College football is showing profit. NFL is showing profit. NHL is showing profit. NBA is showing profit. College basketball is showing profit. Came off a profitable baseball season. Brian, you've been on fire here. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, I'm 17-3 last 20 premium picks, and my titanium plays 64-36, 64%. That's over the last 100. You can get my $15 best bet over at pickdogs.com. It's in the NBA tonight. And if you want more action than that, I got my Gone Streak in 3-pack. It doesn't have that $15 play, but has 1 NBA, 1 college basketball, and the NFL play tonight. All for $50, guaranteed to show a profit at pickdogs.com.
There you go, guys. Get up with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs. Look at these numbers, 1,965 units of profit on the leaderboard for 2022 as well, showing great results. As I just mentioned here, he does have his NBA titanium wager up there, $15 premium pick. Credit guarantee, must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. A lot of plays up there from Brian. Monday night, money shot, no limit from the NBA as well, no wager NHL as well up on the board. 3-pack here from Monday off a 5-0 Sunday, huge weekend. He's on a 17-3 run since Thursday, 9-3 in college hoops. His college basketball best bet for Monday is in a 3-pack with NFL and NBA. So there's one to look at there if you're looking for individual plays. But the way Brian's going, and here we are on a very busy week here in November, you might as well go ahead and get that 7-day all sports pass on a Monday. Get all of Brian's premium plays for 7 days. That includes all of your NFL here. Monday, the 3 games on Thursday, and the Sunday. All the college football here. Remember, we have these cards here Tuesday. No game Wednesday, but we have Tuesday, Thursday. And we have the big card on Friday and Saturday in college football as we hit week 13 here, as well as all his NBA, NHL, and don't forget college basketball. All these holiday tournaments going on right now. Wall-to-wall coverage here with college basketball. So get on board with Brian Bitler. The 7-day all sports pass on a Monday is a great value right now. And you can save 20% off right now when you use a promo code PICK at checkout. Save you 15% off that price. So great time to get on board with Brian Bitler. Or you could add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brian. Here we go again in November, December. Been on fire. Have yourself a great weekend.
I'm going to be sad to see the month. I'm going to be sad to see this month end for real. I mean, it's been definitely been a good month, but I'm sure we can carry it over and you make sure you have a nice Thanksgiving. And I'll catch you on Friday if you're here.
That's right. Have a great Thanksgiving. Catch you here on a Friday. All right, Brian Bitler here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the show. Next up here, we will have Jay Briggs. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He does great work, catches a video every day here on Jay's Jam Session from the NBA. Let's bring in Jay Briggs in right now. Ready to roll with Jay. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on tonight, Tony?
It's going great. All right, here we go tonight, 7 Eastern time. Cavaliers home to the Hawks. Cleveland here laying 3, total 227.
Yes, sir, Tony. We got an interesting matchup here tonight. For me personally, I'm taking the Cavs. I'm gonna lay the bucket. The Cavaliers typically play their better basketball at home. The Hawks typically play their better basketball at home. I don't necessarily trust this Hawks team on the road today. This Cavaliers team was recently off of a 5-game losing streak. They bounced back, however, and won their last 2. I think tonight they get their 3rd straight. I don't necessarily trust this spot for the Hawks tonight. I just think that the Cavaliers right now, to me, I'm gonna be honest, these two teams are pretty even in my book. Neither one really has an edge, but I think the Cavaliers at home, they're just gonna be a little hungrier. I'm gonna take Cavs here, and I'm gonna lay the bucket.
All right, that's now moved up here to 3, and there are some 3.5s now in the marketplace. We do have some late news here for you guys, so here we go. We can confirm now that LeVert is out for Cleveland. We know Rubio, Wade, and Windler were out. LeVert was a question mark. He's out, but we now can confirm. We knew Bogdanovich is out, but we have his significant injury here for Atlanta. DeAndre Hunter has now been listed as out in this game. We don't have a confirmed lineup yet, Jay, but we can now confirm DeAndre Hunter out for Atlanta.
Yeah, he's a good player. I was on Cleveland with or without him, though. And same thing for LeVert. He was a good player, but I think that this game is going to run through Garland and Mitchell, and then I like Jared Allen, and I don't think they can play enough defense at the rim with DeJounte Murray trying to cut to the basket. Trae Young may have an off night. I don't really trust the Hawks on the road. I like the Cavs at the 3 to 3.5 as well. I got them early today at I think it was 2.5. But
yeah, 2.5 too. Around the open, and you mentioned something. I saw this number today here on Atlanta, and it was interesting when I looked at it. Atlanta, they have failed to cover 25 of 33 on the road when they're facing a team with a winning home record. Wow, that's not
exactly. I keep saying this in my jam session I've said it since game 1. The Hawks at home are a bet-on situation. The Hawks on the road, it's almost an automatic fade for me, unless I deep dive it a little more than that. But typically, I'm looking to fade the Hawks on the road.
Yeah, man, especially when they're facing a good team that wins at home. So here we go, Cavaliers lane 3 here against the Hawks. This one have a start time of 7 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight's action. So good results here in the NBA here. 450 units of profit, and we have an 8-game card here from the NBA. Also showing profit in college basketball. Lots of action tonight. We got the Maui tournament going on. We got tournaments in the Paradise Jam in Virgin Islands. We got tournaments in San Juan Capistrano, about 45 minutes from my place. So lots going on tonight in college hoops. I got a 1 a.m. college basketball game tonight. But anyway, what do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir. Tonight for me, Tony, I got 4 plays up there on the site. I got my $15 NBA Jam Session, which is my best bet in the NBA every night. I also got 2 other NBA plays, and I got those in a 3-pack, my NBA money-making 3-pack. Y'all see the units. We've been doing pretty well in the NBA. We want to keep that rolling. So 3 plays in the NBA, and I also got my college basketball best bet tonight, my favorite play on the board in college basketball. We're 3-2 currently in college basketball, but those 3 wins have been my best bets on those days. So I haven't lost a best bet in college basketball yet this season. I really love tonight's play as well. So hop on that, and let's continue to make some money here at Pick Dogs, man. You can catch me at halftime tonight with Mitch for the NFL game. I didn't have a side in that one. If anything, I lean Cardinals, but no side for me really for premium wise in that one. So check me out tonight at halftime with Mitch. We'll see what we got going on in that one. Check out my jam session. Get ready for tonight's action, and let's continue making money.
Yeah, you got the Longhorn at quarterback tonight for the Cardinals. Get on board here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs. Hey, Colt McCoy, Mr. 70% completion. I remember that 70% completion rate. There you go. Right. That's what it takes to get in the NFL, guys. You got to complete at least 70% of your passes. Get on board here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. The $15 NBA Premium pick is up there right now. It's jam session. Get on board with it. Credit guaranteed. A lot of individual plays as well here. A dog of the day. Also, that money making at 3-pack is in this one. The jam session is part of his 3-pack from the NBA. Check out his videos every day. So get on board with his best bets tonight with that 3-pack in the NBA. Also found a college basketball best bet as well. But here we are on a Monday and probably one of the busiest sports weeks of the winter. We'll call it the winter here, fall, winter. Probably the fall, right? The busiest week of the fall, we'll call it. It's not spring, it's not summer, it's fall. So busiest time of the fall right now is this week. So a good time to get on board with that 7-day all sports pass here from Jay. Get all of Jay's premium plays for 7 days. This is a busy week. A lot of NBA, a lot of college basketball. These tournaments are going crazy here. All his NFL. We got NFL here on Monday. We have NFL on Thursday. Those 3 games, right? Your 3 turkey games, as well as on Sunday. And of course, you want to get that college football because look who's on. We got the Cowboys there. You saw that. You know he was hot on that Cowboy team. If you checked in the morning show yesterday, he was on it. He was on those Cowboys. So get on board here. I also faded the Giants, right? Also faded. There was your parlay there. And NFC East parlay. He's on it. I don't know what you thought about the Commanders, but he was on that. He was on that. Yeah. One. Those Commanders are a little sneaky team, man. A little sneaky. Keep an eye on those guys. Yeah. They're like the cockroach that never dies. On that one.
It was a good day yesterday.
Yeah, it was a good day. Get on board there with Jay. Yeah, you see the numbers. They've been great. And that 7-day pass is a great pass right now. Here we are with all this sports action going on. That Friday college basketball card is a big card again. I think we got 13 games on Friday. And then we conclude there the Saturday card as well. 64 games on this weekend, on this week's card here from college football. So guys, get on board with Jay with that 7-day pass. Then that will include all his premium picks. All his premium picks from this 64-game card here from college football here this week, week 13. All right, Jay, as always, great having you on the show. I know you do a lot over at Pick Dogs. We check out the NBA Jam session every single day. Of course, you break down the entire NBA card with a pick every day on your video, as well as at halftime tonight of tonight's Cardinals and 49er game.
Yes, sir. Halftime tonight, me and Mitch should be a decent one. Should be an interesting one, I'll say that. And then check out the jam session every night. Check out today's video before tonight's action. And then tomorrow's will be up tonight, later tonight, or early in the morning. And hop on the weekly pass, man. It's the best time to hop on the weekly, man. Holiday season. I'm putting the work in this holiday season, man. Turkey Day. It's my favorite holiday, so it's one of my favorite weeks of the year. So hop on, let's make some money, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
That's right. Cowboys will be playing. As always, Cowboys and Thanksgiving, that middle game. So there you go.
Hey, Tony, that's one of my favorite traditions. Family all around, Cowboys. Don't get no better than it. We all eat at 3:00, so it doesn't get no better than that. We lost last year to the Raiders, which was really disappointing. We smashed the Giants this week, but we got all week to talk about that.
You had no receivers last week. Yeah, they had no receiver. It was a phony win for the Raiders because that one was absolutely no receivers whatsoever. I remember that. Only one. You had only one receiver in that whole game. So that's how that rolled. All right, Jay, have a great show tonight. We'll talk on your halftime. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the drive, too. Let's continue. We've seen a lot of people sign in tonight Guys, if you miss any of our picks, we'll recap here at the end of the show. We got somebody in there that likes the 6-5 receptions for Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is going to get a lot of looks. That's our man. Oh, our man Mills in the chat room there. There you go. That's your prop to get player prop to get you on top. Check out the chat room. Mills is in there with a player prop for you tonight. Let's continue on here on the drive. Let's go ahead and bring in Brad Francis. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Bring in Brad right now. I think he's ready to roll. See, we get Brad Francis. Maybe I went too far. I did. Let me go back here and get him in right now. There we go, Brad. What's up, Brad?
Hey, what's up, Tony? How are we doing today?
It's going awesome. All right, here we go tonight, Monday Night Football. Cardinals here to host the 49ers. I'm not host. They are playing the 49ers, neutral site in Mexico City. 49ers have moved up to a 10-point favorite now, total 43, but you'll be looking at this one a little differently.
Yeah, I'm looking at a player prop here, and I'm looking at Deebo Samuel to get over 52.5 yards tonight. Deebo, he didn't look great in his first game back from injury last week, but I think this is a great bounce back spot for him. In the past, he's played the Cardinals very well. Last season, he averaged 16.5 yards in the 2 games he played against Arizona. And then he had a game in 2019 where he dropped 134 yards against the Cardinals. So historically, he plays this team well. And Deebo's the type of guy who could turn a short passing play into something big. And the Cardinals actually ranked 29th overall in DVOA and short passes. So I expect a lot of screen plays for Deebo. And Deebo's one of the guys, he could hit this on one play, honestly. He's a big play guy. And the Cardinals, their defense has been whack. I mean, they allow big plays. So I think it's good value that you could get this number at 52.5, I believe it is right now. So I'm loving that here. Take Deebo over 52.5 yards.
All right, we got Brad here on Deebo over 52.5 yards. You know, the Cardinals' defense has really struggled stopping the run. Why is that important against the pass? Well, it's going to set up big plays in the passing game. When your corners and safeties always have to keep an eye on that running back averaging 4 to 5 yards a carry, that opens up big plays downfield. And I like that play because, again, when the Cardinals' defense has really struggled here against the run of late over the past 3 games, they give up 132 rushing yards, 4.8 yards per rush. We know the 49ers like to run, but that also sets up big plays downfield. When you look at Garoppolo, he's averaging over 8 yards per pass attempt because he's getting a lot of help from his run game.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I could see even like some toss plays to Deebo Samuel, which will count as receiving yards as well. So I looked at a lot of player props for the 49ers tonight. I got a lot locked in, but yeah, this one's my favorite here.
Deebo Samuel over at 52.5 yards. Yeah, don't be fooled by that Cardinals win against the Rams last week, and the Rams offense is bad. But you look at the 3 games before that, they gave 31 to Seattle and then 34 to both Minnesota and New Orleans.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think the offense is going to have a huge night for the Niners. Everyone should eat tonight. Yep,
everyone should eat, no doubt about that. Deebo Samuel over 52.5 yards. This one will have a start time here of 8:15 Eastern time on ESPN. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. We got a lot going on tonight with that Monday Night Football game. We got actually an 8-game card from the NBA, lots of college hoops, lots of hockey. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I had some college basketball games earlier in the day. Undefeated so far today, so feeling good, ready to keep the momentum going. But on the site right now, I still have my favorite play for tonight's NFL game, and then I also got my favorite college basketball game for tonight, and that one's go for $15. Love that game a lot. So yeah, check that out. And of course, 3 day, 7 day, 30 days, not a bad option as well.
That's right, guys. Got a board with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs Premium. Tonight he's got his 5-star NFL Premium up there. A credit guarantee must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account for a side credit. That's credit guarantee. Also, his $15 college basketball underdog banger up there, and that one's also on the board for you. Of course, the longer-term passes that we've talked about. And here we go on this weekly All Sports Pass, which Brad has discounted as 1 week All Sports Pass. Again, this is the busiest week of the fall right here, right into Thanksgiving week with a lot of college basketball, a lot of NBA. We got all the football. Get all of Brad's premium plays here for 7 days. Includes all his NBA, all his college basketball, NFL, college football. 64 games this week in college football. So a great time to get on board. Of course, we've got the turkey games on Thanksgiving from the NFL. Of course, college basketball tournaments, NBA, NHL. That 1 week All Sports Pass, your best value right now here at Pick Dogs Premium on this very busy week, your busiest week of the fall. Get the 1 week All Sports Pass. Use promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brad, it's always great having your show. Keep up the great work. Here we are early in the week, but we're looking at an MMA card again this weekend.
Not this weekend, but we do got a card the following weekend, USC Orlando. I do want to apologize. I had to miss the show the last couple of weeks, just been doing some traveling and things like that. But I will be back for that UFC Orlando card.
There you go. You got to tune in on the morning shows a week from Saturday with him and Mills, with Brad and Mills with that show. All right, Brad, have a great week. We'll talk to you on Friday.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Have a good night.
You got it. Brad Francis here on the Drive Thru. Guys, again, if you missed any picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. And, of course, we're getting a lot of people signing in. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Let's go ahead and welcome in Jovan Burts. We got some NBA on the board for you right now. And we got actually NBA to close the show, so lots of NBA coming up. Let's bring him in right now. Jovan Burts, if I'm over at Pick Dogs. Check out his Parlay of the Day video every single day. You can also catch him on the weekend shows over at Pick Dogs with Mitch and company. Let's bring in Jovan Burts. I think we're ready to roll here with Jovan. Here we go. Jovan, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony?
It's going great. All right, here we go tonight to 8 Eastern time. A lot of news in this game, injury news. That is, we got, well, not injury, just resting guys. Pelicans here to host the Warriors here. New Orleans now up to -10, total 227.5.
Yeah, and just like you said, so it's a lot of updates on the injury front. But yeah, so I like the over in this one. There's no Clay, no Steph, no Draymond Green. Not that he counts. But, that's a lot of production. But even with all that, one thing is gonna hold true in this one, and that's the fact that the Pelicans are gonna be able to get to the cup relatively easy in this one. Little resistance getting to the cup. Zion, if he plays, he should play. He's probable, I believe. Last time I saw the injury report, he should get to the cup real easily. Valanciunas, same thing. Let's just face it, the Warriors did light in the ass. Got guys like Jordan Poole. They're not going to offer up, much resistance defensively. And on the other side, I believe that guys like Jordan Poole, he could get his. He don't have to pass the many guys now that Clay and Steph off. He'll have more than the 20 plus minutes that he gets per game. He'll be in the 30s. Andrew Wiggins, he's gonna get off. And with the line is, I would lean towards the Warriors still, being that it's an inflated line now that we don't have there's the line went up from 6 to 10 just like that as soon as the news dropped. So there's value on the Warriors if you have the stomach for it. But the over, I think it's a hit for this game. Just too much scoring opportunities for both of these clubs. They're going to push it up and down the court. That the Warriors have little resistance defensively. They're going to let you score. So I pegged the Pelicans for a $125 to $130 as far as I'm concerned. And that just means that the Warriors have to get to 100, 105 points. They could do that. So, yeah, give me the over.
The over here from Jovan here, over 227.5. Keep an eye because this number is moving up as we speak here. We're seeing live movement considerably. There's also some talk here that maybe Wiggins in a back-to-back could even be someone they sit. This is going to be ridiculous. We're looking at possibly even Wiggins and Looney. Looney is now been listed as questionable. Oh boy, it's just like John. I think the bench will probably have 2 players on there tonight.
Hey man, it's the NBA. Everything's in flux. Game time decisions. You think that a player's playing, then 5 minutes before the game, he gets pulled. He's in street clothes. It is what it is. But some nights these things doesn't factor in. But for this game, it just brings more value to the over in my book. Looney, if he's out, just another guy on in the paint that won't be playing defense. You'll just have some other guy. Maybe a Wiseman. I haven't seen Wiseman play in a little bit. Last game I don't think he played at all. So I don't know what's up with him. So I expect him to play, but is he gonna play some defense? I don't know. Even if he is on the court, is he gonna play some defense? I don't think so. You have this Warriors team. What do they give up per game? Let's see. They're 27 for 117.4 points per game. Yeah, I like that.
It's worse on the road. Look at the road numbers.
It's worse.
Oh my God, the road numbers are horrific.
So look, you're facing the Pelicans team that they get off. They're number 6 in points per game, 116.3 points per game. I expect them to score at least 10 points more than that in this one. And like I said, the Warriors don't lack for offense. They have guys that can score. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you lose Stephen Clay and then all of a sudden there's no scoring. That's not the problem. They have scorers, but it's their defense. Their defense is just atrocious. Whether Stephen Clay's on the court or not. You know what I mean? So, I think the over's a real hit. I might go back into another account and then put some more money on the over. The more I talk about it, the more I talk about it, the more I like it.
I think Wiseman's in the G League. That was a quote that came out last week. Yeah, they sent him to the G League. So I don't think they can get a flight over there fast enough to get him out there. But anyway, when you look at the Warriors, 29th in road defensive efficiency, give up 120 points per 100 possessions. At home, the Pelicans are averaging 114 points per 100 possessions. They like to move the ball up and down the court. We got Jovan here. Warriors, Pelicans over 227.5. This one will have a start time here of 8 Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Pin for tonight's action. As we said, looking great this season. 2,474 units of profit for 2022, all documented. Showing great profit the last 30 days, the last 7 days. Yesterday coming in with the winning day. Jovan has been on absolute fire here. We're looking here at this season. Great results here in college football. NFL, 2,400 units of profit. Showing profit in college basketball to start this season. All right, Jovan, we got the NFL game up there. We got 8-game NBA. We got a lot of college hoops as well on a 55-game card. That's about a third of the way through. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, we got a lot going on tonight. This Monday, so it's that time again. Money Bag Monday, Mayhem play, the Monday Night Mayhem. For Monday Night Football. I got the winning side on that. Also have the total on that. So I got the winning side, winning total on the Monday Night Football game. Number one on the website in the NFL. Been that way basically all year. Just gonna keep it going with that. Also have a substantial amount of plays in college basketball. I have a 3-pack in college basketball, 3-pack in the NBA. My college basketball, I had a couple games today. The first one won, Creighton, straight winner. I had Stonehill College. They ended up not covering. I think it was one of those late game, not cover situations. But so I got 3 more on the NBA side and on the college basketball side. So that's 8 plays right there. So you might want to jump on the 3-day package, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, yearly, whatever. Y'all also match me with one of the other handicappers for the 2-for-1 capital emotional. Can't go wrong at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed, guys. Got to borrow with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs. Look at the results here. 2,474 units of profit for 2022, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium, showing great profit last 7 days, last 30 days. Yesterday, come up a winning day. Jovan in action here with $19 pick here from the Jovan's Money Bag Monday Night Football Mayhem. That's on the board. Credit guarantee. Also plays here from Jovan here. Both sides in total in that game. A 3-pack from the NBA as well. 3-pack from college basketball. But again, here we are on a Monday and probably the busiest week of the fall. And so it's a great time to get on board with that 7-day all sports pass from Jovan. Get all of Jovan's premium plays for 7 days. Includes all his NFL Monday, those 3 games on Thursday, as well as the Sunday action. Also, college football is in action here Tuesday, the Thursday game, the Friday game, and of course the Saturday game. We have 64-game cards this week from college football. That's all part of that 7-day all sports pass. All the college hoops as well. 7-day pass, your best value right now over at Pick Dogs Premium on the busiest week of the fall in sports. Right now, get on board with Jovan Burts' 7-day all sports pass. Use the promo code PICK at checkout and you'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper to Jovan on the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jovan, as always, great having you show. We'll talk with you again next week, but they should check out the Pick Dogs YouTube channel as you produce a parlay video every day.
Yeah, and keeping that going, per usual, whether it's NFL, college football, or NBA. I haven't done a college basketball one yet, so maybe on the horizon once I get a handle on some of these teams. Right now it's just way too many games and just way too much information to the process. I'll throw a parlay up in a second personally on some degenerate gambling stuff. But it's as far as putting it out there, for the public, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? So yeah, the parlays are gonna be there every day. Just a matter of them getting uploaded. That's it.
There you go. Got it, guys. So check out Jovan over at Pick Dogs. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications so when they drop his video, you're there to get it from John, who's been on absolute fire over at Pick Dogs. All right, Jovan, have a great week. We'll talk Friday.
Absolutely. Have a great night. See you on Friday.
See you on Friday. Jovan Burts here on the drive, dude. Let's continue, guys. If you miss a pick, we will recap every pick at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on now. Let's go out to the state of Florida. We'll bring in Al Ninos if I'm over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's bring in Al right now. Let's see if we're ready to roll here with Al outside a poker room in Florida. There he goes. Al, what's happening?
Going good. How are you doing, Tony?
Going great. All right, here we go tonight, 7 Eastern time. Pacers here to host the Magic. Pacers are going to be laying 7, total 226.
Yeah, rematch. They just played this game a couple days ago and going back at it tonight. Again, we're getting pretty much the same line you had last time. Might be getting an extra half point or point with the Magic this time. Can't remember exactly where that line closed last game, but I liked the Magic last time they played, and I still like them today. They almost pulled the upset off outright. I think they have a shot at doing that again tonight. Yeah, they're missing some players, and they're not quite the same when they're not at full strength, but it's not exactly superstars that they're missing either. So I think they'll be fine without them and keep this game competitive at least. So I'm taking the points with the Magic and wouldn't mind the play on the money line as well.
All right, he's even thinking mini money line. Al Ninos here says take the Magic +7 here against the Pacers. He says that don't be fooled by that injury report. That these players in his mind are replaceable. I don't know about it. You got Bamba in there for the Magic, Suggs, Wagner, who had a pretty good game, come off a good game, and this kid from Oregon. Remember, he had just 1 year over in Oregon. I think he got hurt, didn't do a whole lot. Was Bull. He's put up some interesting numbers this year.
Yeah, he's a fun guy to root for, and I'm a big Jalen Suggs fan. I was a fan of his coming into the league. Still waiting for him to peak, but I think he'll be a good player if you give him a couple years. So looking for him to have a good game for us tonight as well.
Yeah, the rookie's been out. Banchero, I don't know what much defense you get from him. You do get some offense, but I think now you get guys that can actually just more ball distribution here. One thing to note here, we do have some news in this game because Nembhard had been listed as questionable, and now we can confirm that Nembhard is out here. The rookie here from Gonzaga, he's out here for Indiana. He's about a guy who averages 7 points a game, 3 assists per game. He was in the starting lineup for the past couple games here, but it looks like now he's going to be hitting the pine tonight as he's out with his knee.
Yeah, just more injuries, but I just don't feel comfortable laying 7 points with the Pacers. That's I guess the part I didn't mention this time around. Touched a bit on it over the weekend, but Pacers. Yeah, they've been decent this season. Definitely the better team, but I'm not laying 7 points.
There is. I forgot to mention there is a significant injury though for the Magic. Is Wendell Carter? Wendell Carter was questioned, but now he's been confirmed. He's dealing with that was foot injury, that plantar on the foot, and it looks like he has now been listed as out. So that's now confirmed.
We'll live without him.
All right, we'll live without him. He says replaceable. All these guys are irreplaceable parts on this Magic team. Next
but
guy up.
I don't want to say they're all garbage or anything like that, but again, we're getting 7 points against the Pacers. I think that's the main point of this pick here is just not laying the 7 points with the Pacers. Doesn't really matter what the opposition is. These are NBA players, and I don't feel like laying 7 points with the Pacers against anybody. So taking points here. And
a good defense there, heels there for Pacers. So here we go. Magic +7 against the Pacers. As a matter of fact, they didn't even move the line. When that news came out. Actually, it did move it to about a half a point. So he's about a half point to the line. So if you shop, you can get a half point there with that Wendell Carter news. So Magic +7 against the Pacers. This one will have a start time here of 7 Eastern time. All right. Al Ninos here. We got, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight's action. Great start to the NFL season. 736 units of profit for Al Ninos over at Pick Dogs in the NFL. That is all documented over at Pick Dog. You can verify that. Also showing profit this year in college football as well. All right, we got a big card from the NBA. 8-game card, 55-game card from college basketball. That's about a third of the way through, as well as NHL. Big card from NHL. What a busy Monday we have today. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, busy Monday. I have a little bit of everything. Didn't go too crazy in any sport today. I have a 3-pack with my best bet in the NFL, NBA, and NHL. Got them all sold separately as well. Got a college basketball play up there as well. And got my first 2 World Cup picks loaded up for tomorrow.
All right.
Some games start early, so you might want to check those packages out tonight before you go to bed. And, or grab one of those long-term passes and not worry about it. That's
right, guys. Got aboard with Al Ninos over at Pick Dodge. From off to a great start in the NFL this season. Up on the board right now is this 3-pack here. His best bets. He calls it his alpha bets. It's his best bet from the NFL, NBA, and NHL all put together in a 3-pack. That is credit guarantee up there on the side. As he said, he does have a Tuesday World Cup wager in there as well, 5 a.m. Eastern time. So get in there early with this one. Also with individual plays here from the NFL, NBA, and NHL, and college basketball as well. Couple of World Cup plays up there as well, so get on board with Al Ninos. And as Al we were talking about here, this is the busiest week of the fall right here. So it's the best time to get that 7-day All Sports Pass. Get all of Al Ninos' premium plays for 7 days. Includes all his NFL. Of course, we got NFL this week on Monday. Those 3 games on Thursday as well as Sunday. We also have all this college football, right? Tuesday, no game Wednesday. We got them Thursday, though, and that big card Friday, as well as Saturday college football. As NHL as well, NBA, so good, and World Cup, right? World Cup will be part of that all sports pass. El Ninos in action here in the World Cup, so get on board here over at Pick Dodge with Al. Use the promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save 15% off that price. When you do the math, it amounts to just like $20 a day. Then you take another $17 a day with the promo code. So it's a really good value there. Instead of buying these plays individually, it amounts to about $17 per day for Al Ninos' 7-day all sports pass. With the promo code PICK at checkout. You can also add a second capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Al, it's always great having the show. Sit tight. We'll talk with you during the recap.
I'll be right here, Tom. See you in a minute.
You got Al Ninos here on the drive, too. Let's continue on here. Guys, we will recap the plays. We've got a lot of people signing in. If you miss any pick, we will continue here at the end of the show. And we will recap the plays. Let's get to my play here. Let's get to the NBA tonight. We're going to be looking at this one between the T-Wolves and the Heat. Let's get the information up for you right now. We got the Timberwolves and Heat. T-Wolves here laying 9, total 220.5. I'm going to be looking at the total of this one. We're going to go over the total of 220.5 between this Heat and this Timberwolves team tonight. We're going to look here at that. We know we're dealing with some injuries here on the Miami Heat side, but it will impact them defensively because it's more of a, they play the good defense, but when you start subtracting, it can impact them. No Butler, no Oladipo, no Yurtseven here for Miami. We know Robinson was doubtful coming into this one, so let's see if there's any update here on Robinson's status here for this Heat team. Boy, now we can update now. All right, out are Butler, Haslam, Hero, Oladipo, Robinson, Vincent, Yurtseven. Dedmon and Adebayo here now becomes questionable. Let's see what the word here is on Adebayo. And by the way, Miami will be facing a Minnesota team that is healthy with a clean injury report. And Adebayo has been cleared to play on Monday. Okay, so he'll continue to play through that bruised knee. So he's in the lineup. But, when you look here at this Minnesota team at home, they're shooting very well. They're hitting 48% from 4, 39% from 3. Heat have lost all 3 on this road trip, and they're in a back-to-back in this spot. On defense, they come off poor defensive performance here. Looking at this, a Heat team, a poor performance there against Cleveland, 113-87. And they gave up 53% shooting here to Cleveland, short-handed. So now you're going into Minnesota here. This is going to be a really tough spot here for them. So we're going to go over the total here of a 220.5 here with the Timberwolves and Heat. And this one will have a start time of 8 Eastern time. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs. I have a best bet tonight over at Pick Dogs from the NFL as well as NBA, so get on board with that. Also, I'm part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion over at Pick Dogs. You can match me up with your favorite cappers here on YouTube on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat, and get on board with that. Of course, you'll get all my premium plays for 3, 7, or 3-day all sports pass when you get that when you get that All Sports Pass. And, of course, that promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off. So get over there and get signed up right now. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it is time for the recap. Al Ninos is ready to roll here with the recap. We got started here with Brian. Brian liked St. Joseph's +3 against the Georgia. We had Jay on the Cavaliers laying 3 against the Hawks. Brad was on Deebo Samuel over 52.5 yards. Jovan likes the Warriors Pelicans over 227.5. El Nino says Magic +7 against the Pacers. I'm on the Heat T-Wolves over 220.5. All right, Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I'll go with Brad here on Deebo Samuel. I know McCaffrey's taking a bit of the spotlight away from him in San Francisco, but I think he can get to 53 yards for us.
It just takes a big play. It just takes one big play to do it. That's really all it does, especially when you're running like San Francisco is running. You can make big plays in the passing game. When you look at Garoppolo's average yards per attempt, it's well over 8 this year. That tells you there are big plays being made in the passing game. I like the James pick on the Cavs. The Hawks have struggled on the road against winning good teams with winning records on their home court. All right, that's going to do it here on the drive-thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again, bringing our cappers in from Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Play. Still give out live picks for the games in prime time. Don't forget to get started every day here with the morning show. You got the Mitch crew. Mitch, you got Chris, and you got Rod Zawacki on the morning. So make sure you tune in 10 a.m. Eastern Time. For that, a lot going on there over at Pick Dogs. Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. Javon's parlay videos. Jay's jam session as he breaks down every NBA game, giving out a pick. College basketball breakdowns as well from Ron Romanelli and more. So make sure you like and subscribe and set notifications. Be live so when these videos drop, you're there to get them, to get the best numbers when you set those notifications that they've dropped the videos. All right, that's going to do it for our show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew for tonight. We're going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great evening.